First of all, thank you for being here. Appreciate you showing up today for this announcement. Thank you for being here to help us welcome Chris Britt, the co-founder and CEO of Chime. Thank you for being here to help us welcome Chris and the Chime family, Wave Chime family, to the Mavs family.
And Reese and Livy, too.
Yes, yes. Look at those honeys back there. I am delighted to announce that Chime is the official jersey patch partner of the Dallas Mavericks. Yes, woo! I just want to make a few brief remarks, and then I'm going to turn it over to Chris and then to my boss to chime in, pun intended. Nice. The Mavs and Chime share many of the same values and care about the same things. Things such as providing extraordinary experiences to our customers, serving our communities, and most importantly, taking care of our employees. Chime has been recognized as a great place to work, officially by the Great Place to Work organization, and the reasons were evident when we visited the Chime family in San Francisco. Creating an extraordinary workplace is a priority for Chris and his team, as it is for our team at the Dallas Mavericks. While you will see the Chime name and logo all around the arena, and while our fans will reap the benefits from their innovation and use of technology, and you'll hear more about that, our partnership extends beyond the court and beyond these benefits. We are eager to collaborate on numerous community projects tied to business, education, entrepreneurship, and financial literacy to help thousands of middle and high school students. We are excited about this multi-year strategic partnership. I will now turn things over to my new best buddy, truly my new best buddy, Chris Britt, to tell you more about Chime. Some of you may not be familiar with Chime. I actually am quite familiar with it. It's my daughter's bank. Chris will be followed by my boss, Mark Cuban, to chime in, and then we will open up the floor for questions. So, Chris, chime in.
Thank you so much, Cint. Honestly, the past day has just been amazing to be here with the Chime team, and we just feel so welcomed by the Mavs family. So we really appreciate this partnership. And honestly, from the first day we met you guys, we could feel a real connection with you. So, of course, for us, you got to evaluate it on impressions and media value and all that sort of thing. And you guys certainly deliver on that front. But really what topped it off for us was the clear cultural connection, the same values that are shared. I talked earlier today about the fact that one of the core values of Chime is about being member obsessed. And you could see, you know, as we evaluated how you guys go to market, how you manage the team, it's very clear that you guys think very much the same way as it relates to, you know, your employees, the team, of course, the fans, and the community. We also take that very seriously and think it's an important role for us to play as well. So just for those of you who don't know us, Chime is a fintech company. We're based in San Francisco. We've historically had some Dubs fans. We've all changed. We're all in on Mavs now.
I know how that is.
We were at the game this week. We had our Mavs gear on. And we offer an alternative to traditional banks. We offer a checking account, savings account, a Visa debit card. And we really exist because we believe that a lot of consumers have anxiety about their money and their finances. And we want to try to help our members achieve financial peace of mind. And so we do that by not charging fees, by giving you access to your paycheck a few days early. We let you even take the account overdraft, and we don't charge $35 fees. People love that. And I've been talking to Mark about it. He knows that so many Mavs fans are going to appreciate that as well.
My daughter loves it.
Yeah, and when I met with Cint, she told me the story that she was talking about this potential partnership, and her daughter said, "Oh, no, I know Chime. Here's my Chime card." So it's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're so happy to be here. Dallas has always been a huge market. It's a top 5 market for Chime already, and we expect it to be a #1 market for us in the not-too-distant future. So thank you guys for having us, and appreciate it.
Yeah, my pleasure. And thank you, Chris. Thank you to the Chime family. You guys are amazing. Thank you for hosting me. When I came out to San Francisco, you could just see the open offices, the energy, the excitement, the employees that were just, everybody was just really fired up, and it kind of matches our energy and excitement here. Congrats to Sint and the entire Mavs organization, Ryan and Billy and Aaron and everybody who really, and Katie, who really connected us in a way that is more than just a sponsorship. You know, when we talk about this, we talk about it like, oh, well, this is just a jersey patch and that's what it's about, but it's really not. The world is changing, and my history has always been about trying to get out front and trying to, introduce technologies where people need them and can get ahead with them. And Chime is as emblematic as that as you can possibly find. As Chris said, banking is hard these days. Particularly for kids coming up and figuring out the best way to open up their first account, going to college or getting their first job, and how are they going to manage their money, dealing with student debt, how are they going to deal with all the challenges that come with this. And Chime just simplifies that. And that just so matches the message and the support we want to provide Mavs fans, not just in Dallas-Fort Worth, but around the country and hopefully around the world eventually. So the only other thing that I would really want to tell everybody that's watching and who's here, if you don't have a Chime card, go to your app store, download it right now. We'll wait.
We'll wait.
Seriously.
Set up direct deposit.
Set up direct deposit, right. So download it, set up your direct deposit, get your card. It's so much easier. It would have saved me so much grief and so many dates that I went on when I was single and just graduating from college, not being terrified that my card would get torn up or my declined, and yeah. So all that terror is gone thanks to Chime, and so it's going to be a great partnership. And also again, as Sint and Chris both mentioned, reaching out into the community, banking again is even harder. Whether you're getting your first job and it's the best job you'll ever have and you're making a lot of money, or whether you're just coming out of school and you're struggling a little bit, Chime has got a solution for everybody that protects them and really makes the transition to digital banking simple and straightforward. So, taking that out into the community and putting together programs that really help people just live their lives just a little bit better. That's why we're excited for this partnership. So thank you, Chris. Thank you, everybody from Chime. Thank you, Reese. Thank you, Livia. You guys are all part of the process, and so we're excited to move forward, and I guess we'll open it up to questions.
Yeah. Questions? Where's Aaron?
Chris.
Valencia King with KKBI. Chris, congratulations on the collaboration, pardon me. I know you guys are going to be working on the Venture Entrepreneurial Expedition with students. Can you just talk about why it's so important for Chime to be involved with the next generation?
Yeah, definitely. When we learned about that organization that the Mavs are involved with, we actually do something very similar in Oakland with an organization called Oakland Thrives. And we just had some young students in the office maybe 2 or 3 months ago, and they would actually give us their pitch for their business. And members of our leadership team evaluated it, gave them feedback. It was almost Shark Tanky, like.
Probably better.
Yeah, a little better. No, I love Shark Tank. And so when we heard that you guys are doing that, like, it's a perfect fit. So, we think financial education is so important, but when we think about financial education, it's not textbooks. And, check out our Instagram page. We do it in bite-sized, fun ways. We connect with people culturally.
And what's your Instagram handle?
It's at Chime.
At Chime?
At Chime.
It's at Chime. We've actually just passed every major bank in America in terms of followers. We're the largest consumer fintech in terms of followers, and we've got Kay somewhere around here runs it. She runs our social media along with CT, and it's a fun channel to watch. So yeah, it's just really important for us to help people, sort of get their finances in order. I think if you were to do a heat map of why people sign up for Chime, when we get feedback, the number one thing is control. People just want a better sense of control of their money, and I feel like sometimes credit cards get them out of control, like some of the stories you shared with me.
Yeah, lots of stories like that.
And so if we can help people, get off on the right track, that's important to us for sure.
Chime has invested in a lot of local communities. Obviously, Dallas being a big community, the problems that some areas in Dallas have. What projects can we see in Dallas or the surrounding areas that we'll see Chime involved in?
Well, we're just getting that kicked off. I mean, we're here to help, and we've got a team that's ready to be activated. So I'd defer that to you, since
you're going to see Chime in a lot of places. As you know, we are very committed to kids, to women to education to homeless issues. I mean, we are, as you know, the Mavs Foundation, we are about families and moving families forward. And so they're going to be involved in almost everything that we're involved in. That's what I loved about sitting down, you know, when I sat down and talked to the team members there, all the things we brought up, they're like, yes, we want to be involved in that. Women's forums, we want to be involved in that. You go out in the community, and what they love to, and you can attest to this, is that our players are out there doing a lot of this stuff. And so I actually, and I don't know if you've seen this, and if you haven't, you need to go on our website, our 1819 Community Impact Report of why we play. And that was actually my piece of the pitch that Ryan Mackey and those guys allowed me to do. And they loved it. And that's when Chris said, you know, I was already in, but now I'm all in. They're going to be involved in all of that.
Curious, well, first of all, thanks for starting a news conference on time in this room. Mark, why is it important to have a connection with a digital company like this, right, rather than a brick and mortar or something? Because a lot of teams are going that way, and I'm sure it's future customers and fans.
Yeah, I mean, this is the future. And the economics are just so completely different that it's a value we wanted to present to our customers. You know, Chris mentioned overdrafts and being able to direct deposit and be able to get money more simply. And banking has become so complicated and so fee-driven that we just feel this is a better opportunity for our fans. And so we were excited. You know, whenever we can make our fans' lives easier on the court or off, winning games is not everything. How we connect to the community means a lot to us as well. And so, you know, we really try to choose great partners that can have an impact, and I think Chime really delivers.
This is kind of a related question, I guess, but it's obviously not a Dallas-based company. I don't know how important that was for you and patch sponsorships in the past, but does that, what you just said, does it kind of cover that part of it? It doesn't really have to be
because it's more
Dallas.
about commitment. I mean, they're a national company, and they've got business, you know, like you said, we're the 5th largest city in terms of their customer base, but we want to take that up to #1. And so, you know, the investment that we'll be making together in community programs is what mattered to us. And Chris's commitment, Chime's commitment to doing that is not normal. You know, that's not typical. When we went out and had sponsorship discussions, it was always about impressions and, you know, click-throughs and, you know, downloads. It really wasn't about, all right, what's the community element? What can we deliver that makes people's lives a little better? Because it, you know, in terms of our brand, not only does it help Chime's brand, but it also helps the Mavericks brand. And so, again, it's so much more than just a jersey patch. The jersey patch really just allows us to brag a little bit about who our new partner is.
Mark, what's kind of the success rate? You know, you guys had a sponsor before. But what's it been like as far as, you know, advertising for companies like Chime in the future that you feel like it's really helped other companies just have that the logo on the patch?
Well, I mean, the logo says a lot, you know, because it's global. People see it. Kids are going to be wearing. If you saw my Twitter feed, you saw a little kid. I was watching the Utah Jazz and New Orleans Pelicans games, and there was a little kid with a Luka jersey. It wasn't our game. You know, now that's going to have Chime on it. And so the impact, again, is not just North Texas or Dallas-Fort Worth. It's really going to be global, and it's really going to be across the United States in unique ways. And I think, you know, the way technology works when you're making decisions on which applications to use and, you know, particularly with banking, what you're going to download and what you're going to trust, because you're effectively trusting Chime with your money. And we wanted everybody to know that we trust them, you can trust them. And I think that's the important element that makes this different.
Are those jerseys available tonight in the hangar?
I think so, yeah. I think we got some, yeah. You know, we'll let you out first so you can go get yours, Dwayne.
I got to go get mine.
Chris, can you talk a little bit more about Dallas as a business growth opportunity and the appeal of that and doing this deal?
Yeah, I mean, if you think about just this market, like I said, it's a top 5 market for us already. This is a team that's clearly continues to rise through the ranks. So we looked at it as an opportunity to help, you know, be involved with the local community and get even more activated. So we expect to be, you know, very busy in this area. We'll do, I'm sure, a lot of grassroots initiatives with the team here, and then use the voice and reach that we have to share those stories across the country because, we are a national company. And to be honest, this wasn't just a Dallas play. I mean, this is a national team. And Luka and everything that's going on here, this is an international phenomenon that we wanted to make sure that we could be a part of. And, I was on CNBC earlier today, pounding the table, trying to get those votes for Luka to get past LeBron because he's number 2, I guess, right now in terms of all-star voting.
Votes count twice today, so go vote. Yeah, early and often.
We need to stop again. Vote.
Yeah.
That's right. Stop. And I did that on TV today. I think I did my part.
Awesome.
Chris, how much was Luka a part of the incentive to do this? I mean, is he important enough that he was a driving force behind this?
Yeah, Luka's big, but it's the same way. Chime is a team. It's not any one person. It's a team effort, and I think the way this team is gelling, even with injuries that you guys have had, you've still been able to have a really good run. So, of course, Luka is like a once in a generation sort of prodigy. So having the chance to be involved with the team that he's on is obviously extremely important. But it's not just a Luka deal. This is a Mavs deal. So we love the whole team, and again, everything the team stands for in the local community as well.
Awesome. Brett?
Mark said it's not about the patch, but fans do care about how the uniform looks. Can you guys address what process went into designing the patch and how you think it looks?
Basically took the logo and
I don't know. I think it looks pretty hot.
And it looks great. Fortunately for us, we got a little green.
So we hired 273 designers to analyze it and put it for 400. We actually went on Twitter and talked to 497 different Twitter followers and asked them, "What do you think?"
There's four different uniforms and color schemes involved and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I think they all look great. Tonight's a city edition, so the Chime logo is in white, which is a little bit unusual, but also fits in our brand standards. Yeah. So it was a collaborative effort, but we actually didn't give that much feedback because we thought a lot of what their design team, they got.
He's referring. There's this whole online Twitter thing where there's a group of people who think no matter what we do for their jersey, they should have been the ones designing it. So.
Or they probably don't want any logos on jersey.
No, they don't mind the logo, but they have to be the one to design it.
Does the correlation of the logo for Chime have to do with the bright green and the new Mavericks jersey?
Total coincidence.
I like to think so.
Yeah, right?
Money, baby, it was just meant to be.
Right. Just on every level.
It was meant to be.
Yep.
Green.
But it does match pretty well. I agree.
Yes, it does. It's perfect.
I think they look great.
Do you have any initial incentives for people to switch, for fans to switch over to Chime?
Well, we don't have any specific promos tonight. Tonight's just the announcement, but I would definitely stay tuned. We are going to have a lot of. That was part of what impressed us. This team at the Mavs is amazing. They blew us away with the different things that we can do to promote Chime in the community and here at American Airlines, and lots of cool creative ideas that you're going to see. And I'm glad you guys all have your Chime shirts now, your Chime Mavs. Enjoy them, and let's get you all cards too, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
By the way, there's always an incentive to sign up for Chime. You don't get bank fees. You get paid 2 days early. You can take the account overdrafts. We don't charge you $35 overdraft fees, and we're just a fresh approach that is actually on your side, and we describe it as banking made awesome.
And it is a fresh approach that is awesome from someone.
One more
who
question?
has a kid. One more question.
Sorry. How long this deal's been in the works?
How many months? 3 months?
About 3 months. Yeah.
Didn't take long.
And I'll do a flip.
Flip.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks, everybody. Hey there, NBA fans. For exclusive NBA content, subscribe to Fanatics View YouTube down below.